he decides to continue improving his basic attributes. He spends some points, boosting his physique by 40 and his spirit by 22. Feeling a surge of new power, he clenches his fist, ready to finally head to the core area. He soon arrives at the entrance to the core area, where the danger level is highest. He is greeted by a brutal scene, a pack of 9 armored tigers devouring the corpse of a large, rhino-like beast. From a safe distance, Xu Jingming observes the pack. He quickly identifies the one in the middle, which is larger and has a more powerful aura, as the armored Tiger King. Far from being intimidated, he sees this as a great harvest of points waiting for him. Just as he prepares to move, he senses another presence. He calls out, telling the hidden person to come out. From behind a corner, Zhou Mingyang emerges, looking impressed. He compliments Xu Jingming on his sharp perception and admits he didn't expect the mysterious student who broke into the top 10 to be him. Xu Jingming recognizes the top-ranked student and asks how Zhou Mingyang knew who he was. Zhou Mingyang explains that he is familiar with every strong candidate who could enter the core area. Since Xu Jingming was an unknown who rose through the ranks, he naturally deduced his identity. Zhou Mingyang then reveals he has been watching the tiger pack and prepares to draw his sword. Xu Jingming immediately becomes wary, asking if he intends to steal his monster. Zhou Mingyang clarifies that he has no intention of stealing the kill. He explains that the armored Tiger King is a powerful mid-grade first-tier beast, and with its pack of 9 other tigers, it's an opponent no single person can handle alone. He proposes they cooperate to take down the pack. However, Xu Jingming flatly rejects the offer with 2 simple words: no need. With a look of absolute confidence, he declares that he is more than enough by himself. Dismissing Zhou Mingyang's offer, Xu Jingming confidently steps out into the open to confront the pack of armored tigers. His sudden appearance immediately draws their attention. They let out warning growls, and the Tiger King, perched on its kill, roars to assert its dominance. Xu Jingming's eyes narrow as he observes his opponents. He notes that, as expected of a group led by a beast king, the tigers have enough intelligence for a simple battle formation, with the stronger ones in front. The pack growls menacingly, preparing to attack as one. One of the tigers breaks from the pack and charges, roaring as it lunges at him. From his hiding spot, Zhou Mingyang watches with a mix of disbelief and intrigue. He decides to observe the encounter, curious to see if Xu Jingming is just marching to his death or if he has some special skill to back up his incredible confidence. Facing the charging beast, Xu Jingming remains perfectly still, a calm aura around him as he prepares his spear. In a blur of motion, he begins to spin the weapon with blinding speed, the shaft becoming a near-invisible circle as he gathers energy for his attack. He unleashes a devastatingly wide spinning sweep, sending a massive arc of force tearing through the air towards the attacking beasts. The attack connects with overwhelming power. In a single, brutal motion, his spinning spear cuts through several of the tigers at once, sending a spray of blood across the street. System notifications instantly pop up, confirming his kills and awarding ability points. The lifeless bodies of the tigers collapse onto the blood-soaked pavement, the initial wave of the pack annihilated by his single, powerful strike. The armored Tiger King is enraged by the slaughter of its pack. Xu Jingming, however, looks at the carnage with a hint of dissatisfaction. He remarks that it's a pity his physical strength is still lacking, as he was unable to kill all the tigers in one blow. The remaining tigers, led by their enraged king, surround him, ready to avenge their fallen pack members. The Tiger King unleashes a deafening roar, a powerful sonic attack meant to disorient its opponent. The force of the roar is so immense that it shatters the windows of nearby buildings, creating a rain of glass. Even Zhou Mingyang, watching from a safe distance, is affected by the sonic blast, clutching his head in pain. Xu Jingming, however, stands firm amidst the shattering glass, completely unfazed. He recognizes the Tiger King's attempt to intimidate him. With a defiant look, he declares that while the beast might scare others, it can't scare him. As the remaining tigers lunge at him from all sides, Xu Jingming meets their charge with fluid grace and deadly precision. He parries one tiger's attack, then uses the beast's own body as a springboard to launch himself into the air, avoiding the snapping jaws of another. The Tiger King, seeing an opening, charges forward, but Xu Jingming is ready. Still airborne, he positions himself for a decisive strike. With a powerful overhead swing, he brings his spear down directly onto the Tiger King's head, the immense force cleaving through the beast's skull and killing it instantly. He lands gracefully as a system notification confirms the kill of an upper-rank first-order arm-blade tiger, awarding him a massive 20 ability points. Watching from his hiding spot, Zhou Mingyang is utterly dumbfounded. Sweating and wide-eyed, he can't believe what he just witnessed. He mutters to himself that there's no way one person could have taken care of the entire pack, wondering what kind of monster Xu Jingming truly is. Xu Jingming, on the other hand, is ecstatic. He marvels at the huge harvest of ability points he earned from the Tiger Pack. He excitedly wonders how many points he can accumulate before the 12-hour exam is over. Knowing that more points mean more power, he decides to hurry and find the next group of beasts to hunt. Before he can leave, Zhou Mingyang runs out from his hiding spot, demanding to know how Xu Jingming managed to crush the tigers with just a long spear. He asks if his ability is a reinforcement type, which would explain his incredible physical prowess. Without stopping, Xu Jingming simply leaps away, calling back that he is a lightning type. Zhou Mingyang is left fuming, not believing the answer. He clenches his fist in frustration, thinking Xu Jingming is being dismissive. A moment later, he realizes that with so many new kills, Xu Jingming's score is likely to catch up to his. He quickly checks the leaderboard on his smartwatch. To his absolute horror, he sees that Xu Jingming has not just caught up, but completely surpassed him. The leaderboard now shows Xu Jingming in first place with 1,122 points, while he has been pushed down to second with 985. The realization leaves him screaming in frustration. Back in the audience stands, the officials are erupting with excitement. Director Zhang Wenshan stands up and declares that Xu Jingming's high-level spearmanship confirms he is a genuine genius. He claps a beaming Principal Zhao Yao on the shoulder, announcing that with Xu Jingming representing them, Zhang Cheng can definitely get into the provincial top 100. He promises a commendation for the second high school after the exam, much to the principal's tearful delight. Principal Zhao Yao is overcome with emotion, thinking what a huge surprise Xu Jingming has been, finally giving his school its day to shine. 3 hours later, in the core zone, Zhou Mingyang walks through the streets, looking utterly confused. He wonders aloud where all the fierce beasts have gone. A voice from behind him suggests that he'll have to ask the #1 ranked student. He turns to see his cousin Tang Qi, along with other top-ranked students Wu Hao and Meng Di. Tang Qi points to the empty streets, explaining that Xu Jingming has already killed all the beasts. She says that because they couldn't find any beasts to fight, they had to team up. Zhou Mingyang is left stunned, finding it impossible to believe one person could have cleared out the entire core zone. Tang Qi tells Zhou Mingyang that she can tell he hasn't been a ranked ability user for very long. To prove her point, she tells him to look at her cousin's current score. She activates her smartwatch, and the leaderboard appears. Zhou Mingyang's eyes go wide in disbelief as he sees the astronomical number next to Xu Jingming's name. 35 points, more than triple his own score. He can only stammer in shock. Tang Qi calmly explains the math. Subtracting the roughly 700 points Xu Jingming got in the central zone, he still earned over 2,500 points, meaning he must have single-handedly killed almost 200 fierce beasts in the core zone alone. A bead of sweat rolls down Zhou Mingyang's face as he realizes the truth. It wasn't that Xu Jingming was afraid of someone stealing his kills. He had planned to monopolize the entire core zone from the beginning. Wu Hao explains their current situation. With only a few hours left, the remaining top students have formed a team. Their plan is to brave the innermost core zone, a place they know is filled with upper-rank beasts and even a second-order beast king. He acknowledges that going in alone would be a death wish. Meng Di then formally invites Zhou Mingyang to join their team. With no other option, he agrees, shouting, "Count me in." The scene shifts to a quiet, moonlit rooftop. Xu Jingming sits alone atop a massive pile of slain beast corpses, his spear planted beside him. His supplies are completely exhausted, and he knows the exam is nearing its end. But his hunt for power is not over. He decides he must go deeper to get more ability points. Knowing the innermost core zone holds second-order, fierce beasts, he resolves to strengthen his power one last time. He pulls up his system panel, revealing he has accumulated a staggering 2413 ability points. With a mischievous grin, he decides to put his points into an upgrade. After channeling the new power, he stands over the corpse of a massive bear-like creature, letting out a breath of relief. He feels confident that with this final boost, he should be able to handle this year's combat exam finale. As the other top students sprint towards the final area, their final sprint begins. Deep within the innermost zone, a terrifying new beast emerges from the ruins. A massive, white-furred, wolf-like creature with glowing red eyes and dangerous red crystals on its back. As the final challenge appears, Xu Jingming arrives on the scene, calm and ready. He holds his spear, a confident look on his face as he wonders what kind of second-order fierce beast the exam has arranged for him this year. Just as Xu Jingming arrives for the final challenge, the team of top-ranked students also reaches the innermost core zone. They immediately